Let's go! Hello, good evening, and welcome everybody to KrakenQuest Zeitgeist, the Gears of Revolution, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. I am your Dungeon Master, Redbeard. I moved our names over our heads so that James's bottom of his head wasn't cut off anymore.
Yeah, but now the top of my head's cut
Yay.
off.
Perfect, you look great. With me, as always, is Sam playing Jack.
If you pay attention tonight, you might get to watch me fall asleep. Which I think I've done once before.
Absolutely, you have.
I'm the only one here that does blue-collar work. I have an excuse.
Okay. Don't try and hold that over as like a superiority thing.
Hey, I'll have you know I technically don't have a job.
Catherine is also with you. With me here.
I also don't have a job until Tuesday. I technically have a new one, but I don't start yet.
Woo.
James is playing Elfari.
Yarr. I'd
Oh
be
my God.
employed, I guess. On the seven seas as a pirate. Ah.
Great. Happy for you.
Yeah.
Ed Carter's here playing Koku.
Since I went to a lecture about the James Webb Space Telescope this week, I have a JWST fact for you. If you look at the pictures from the JWST, you'll notice that all the stars have a very specific asterism pattern to them, where there are 6 large spikes, and then out the sides on the horizontal plane, there are 2 teeny tiny ones, which is an artifact of it's a very specific artifact of the hexagonal mirrors, which is why you won't see that replicated on any camera.
Cool. I like hexagons.
So you're telling me it doesn't work right?
It's just how it was cut.
No. It was hit by a meteor, though.
Doing all right?
Yeah,
It has
the
a little
meteor
bit of
was...
headache.
They expected it to get hit by some meteors.
Call an ambulance
The
now.
meteor in question was larger than... was larger than expected, but it still seems to be working fine.
Are we talking like centimeters or like...
Meters.
Megameters.
Like centimeters, I don't remember exactly the size.
Yeah.
But
Like
like,
small
if,
cubes of ham, right?
Those
Meteor?
real ones that are like disappointing.
I feel like we don't use megameters often.
It's a
What are we
dumb
talking about?
measurement. That's why.
I mean, megameter, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
It sounds like a villain out of a movie aimed at like 8 to 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
I am megameter.
They have a giant ruler.
Alright, I want to play D&D.
Oh, is that what we're here for?
Oh,
Maybe.
I-
I mean, if
I
we
thought
have
we
to.
were gonna play Monopoly. I don't know, guys.
I like Monopoly, alright, sometimes. Like, once a year.
So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, in D&D world, also known as
Zeitgeist, yeah?
Landgear?
Yeah, what is our fucking world called?
Landgear?
Landgear sounds right. It's something like that. I'm not sure that it's exactly that, but it's something like that if it's not.
We don't even get to know the whole, like, every continent's name.
Which ones don't you know?
Do we not?
Well, north of Drakkar and south of Elfavar is just border states.
Yeah,
So,
they're called
Yeah,
border
that's
states.
what you say when it doesn't matter. and you
oh,
don't
sorry,
know.
and also to the east of Chrysalier.
Yeah, there's just some other smaller nations that no one gives a shit about.
Landgear rhymes with Fangear.
I'm sorry, what?
I love the pronunciation guides in this book. They make me very happy. Like
Do they
Reeser
have-
rhymes with Fleecer.
Yeah. I was wondering if they had Theobregia on here. 'Cause that's one of those-
Seobregia.
Theobregia. It
Seobregia.
is not on there. Anyway, so we are on a mission to
From God.
I I mean, no, from your king.
Yeah,
has,
no,
like,
not even from our king, from the fucking Bruce.
Well, we're
yes.
as part of
So,
a mission from our
technically.
king.
You're trying to find Tinker Oddcog,
Yeah.
who is involved with the conspiracy of the Obscurati, and you've been pitted against your arch rival Liagier and her cronies.
And we weren't even allowed to just defeat her in single combat. We have to play fucking games.
The Bruce, the leader of Bear, is holding Tinker Oddcog for the winner of a contest he is holding, which there are 5 points up for grabs, 1 from he himself, 1 from each of his 2 advisors, 1 for a race to finish the most railroad track, and a ongoing project to build between 2 cities, and the final point to either convince a lord of his to submit to the Bruce's rule, or to convince the same warlord to attack your home country of Reeser. And you guys are on the side of convincing him to bend the knee.
Imagine that.
And we are in the midst of our planning for these contests. You have a day to prepare. So far, we've hired a band to
Hell
play
yeah, we have.
loud music overnight
Yep.
to try to keep Liagier from getting a good night's rest before the contest starts. And we've talked with one of the Bruce's counselors, Zarkava, and Ilferi has some information on what they're interested in that could win them a point from the vizier of the Bruce.
Make sure her citizens don't come to harm. And also, there's a disease in Casa Cabello or whatever. Right? Is that right? Did I say that right? Citadel Caballo, not Casa. That's just a little house. Why are you small again?
What?
Now you're like medium size. It's funny. It kind of looks like you keep popping into like the background and the foreground, like you're getting closer and further away from us.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
You got small again.
it's the Logitech capture. It keeps on changing to like other configurations.
Oh,
Huh.
weird. Is your camera tilted down at all? Probably not.
No?
Well, because it'll. When I was trying to use it for playing Magic, it would switch orientation over and over again.
No, it's not
Because it's
switching
facing
orientation. It's like switching between like having, so it has 2 sources, right?
Uh,
And it's like this is the 2 sources side by side. And it just like keeps swinging between, like there's some hotkey or something that keeps getting flipped.
huh.
But this has never happened before.
Anyways, there's a disease potentially in Citadel Cavallo that she would probably really appreciate if we took care of. But mostly, we need to make sure her citizens don't get killed by,
What the fuck?
well, anyone. But I'm mostly concerned about Liagier and her band of
The letter
Horrible.
C?
oppressors.
C. When I press C.
C for scene. Right?
Type something. Why does it say type something?
You're about to put words on your face. Yep. Wait. Why are you half there now?
It says
Ding
recording
fuck.
paused.
Huh.
No, for us it says ding pa.
Ding pop.
Yeah, we can only see it where you're overlapping it. Well, now we can't see it at all, but
Yeah.
What? What? Why does it say?
Ding pa.
Okay, let's close that for a sec.
Oh, bye.
Let's open it again.
Well, while he's going through his technical difficulties, let's talk about the rest of the stuff that we're planning on doing.
I already hired a mariachi band.
And I
My work here is done.
reluctantly have prepared Skywrite for later today. And then, what are you doing, Jack?
I'm gonna go talk to Kenna, and then I'm handling this war business.
Oh, it turned on the text overlay.
Well, the war business is tomorrow, but yeah. And then Mina's gonna go talk to the Bruce and not shoot him.
I mean, I did not promise that. I promised I would be nice. I'll be
Shooting people
nice
is
as
better-
No, I didn't even promise to be nice. I promised to be polite.
you
I
promised
will politely
to
shoot
walk
him.
away before
Shooting
you
him.
did anything rash. I suppose technically that does not preclude you walking away and then shooting him from a distance.
Pull out my.
Generally the best place to shoot someone from, right?
Especially when he is the leader of a country.
Yeah. But I would probably say that shooting someone is not polite or nice. But I could be wrong. I hate guns, so and then I have to go talk to I'm gonna remember it this time. Hold on. It starts with like a S. No. Shit.
I'm letting
Damn
you
it.
try to remember.
Yeah. Glacia Evora. I mean, I didn't remember. I just found it in the list again. But I found it without her face next to it, so that's a plus. I need to talk to her. Oh, and Koku is going to go talk to the cult leader man,
Pardo.
Pardo me for starting a cult.
He's not a cult leader.
He is
I don't know.
in
It sure
the
does
cult.
feel like a cult leader.
He's just in the cult.
He's just a cult
Uh,
follower.
He's
And
just-
also
he doesn't lead the cult.
a
he's just
leader, but not of that cult.
He's a representative.
Yeah. Leader feels like a stretch.
Look, I'm kind of an expert on running cults because I've played through Cult of the Lamb in its entirety. And let me tell you, I know something about animal critters being in cults. And what are gnolls if not animal critters?
They sure are hyenas on two legs.
I'm pretty sure there's a hyena follower form in Cult of the Lamb.
I have not played Cult of the Lamb,
I haven't either.
and I've only been in one cult.
I don't think
Is it the Roman Catholic Church?
No, I've never been a
Or
Roman
the
Catholic. I
Anglican
didn't.
Church.
No, I don't consider them a cult. I didn't actually have a follow up for that. I was hoping we would just move on.
Anyway, let's move on. Who's going next for their information session?
Jack, so he gets it over with before he falls asleep.
That is
Good
not
God.
a bad idea.
We can have Puppet Jack do it.
Ugh. Fine. That would be all he would say the whole time.
All right. So Jack is going to find Kenna.
I want fan art of Puppet Jack.
Catherine's hand. Some googly eyes, maybe.
Put a
Or a
cigarette in
hand
the fingers.
Yeah.
A hand puppet with a little cigarette and jacket. Grumpy face. Stuffing coming undone at the neck.
Cowboy hat, yeah. What is Kenna's full title again? Minister?
The
Of dragons.
um,
No, Dragon Affairs.
yeah, Minister of Dragon Affairs.
He totally knows which of Tiamat's heads are on the outs, which ones are making out behind everybody else's back, and also their own back.
That second one is all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've got the hot goss.
They are all secretly making out with each other.
Jack, you actually get word that Kenna usually goes on a early morning jog. That a bunch of the other
Jack can't run.
soldiers join in on. That's an opportunity you'd like to.
Yeah, then I will jog along with them until I get the chance to talk to him.
I cast Longsword on you so you can keep up.
You're not there.
Also, Jack was a soldier. He can probably keep up with the march.
I'm just
Was.
flipping around.
I've got a +6 athletics. It's not
Alright.
bad. I'm a
It's better than
fighter,
mine, actually.
asshole.
Mine's just +5.
It's like,
All right.
look, he's not that old yet.
He's just old compared to everyone else in the party.
I'm
Yeah.
15. I'm a grandmother.
I'm
He's just
eagerly looking forward to my first birthday.
He's 30 years old. He's just survived massive trauma.
Do we actually have Koku's birthday?
Tuesday.
No, I should figure that out. But it's definitely less than a year ago.
Yeah, it's been, I think, around 2 seasons or coming up on it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sounds right.
So yeah, within. So yeah, you set out with Kenna, second. Yeah, so you set out with Kenna as she leaves for this morning jog. It seems like they go to a nearby military base to like kind of change out the guard and just as like a exercise and
Yeah.
something to do.
Cool. So, when I get the chance, Mistress Kenna, how do you do?
Welcome. It's good of you to join us. I thought you
It's nice
looked like
to-
a fine fighting form when I saw you yesterday in the labyrinth.
It's nice to get out in the fresh air now and then. Being centered in Flint, it's a bit dirty.
Yes. From what I've heard, the air here is much easier to breathe.
It's a nice reprieve. I respect you enough to not waste your time. While enjoying this constitutional, am here, as you know, on behalf of Resur, and wondering if there is any way I could gain your favor in our current challenge.
Well, it certainly would not be harmful if you could procure anything from your military to assist us. We in Bear have fallen a bit behind in terms of technology when compared to Dinar and Reeser. or even military trainers would be a huge benefit to us. We could...
Advisors and sharing of research. I could see what I could do about that.
It would be most beneficial to us. The lady from Dinar has already agreed to make a considerable donation of some warships.
That is considerable. Well, I will have to get on that. Hope you enjoy your morning, and I'll speak with you again when I know something.
Very well. Good luck with your contest.
Thank you. And I'll jog away.
All right. Sounds good. Meanwhile, do we want to do Mina or Koku?
Let's do Mina first.
Okay.
Okay.
Mina,
Hello.
you're going to talk to
Talk
Bruce.
to the Bruce.
How did this end up again?
Cause I was the only one left. Everyone else felt they were better served elsewhere, and I'm a Spitfire.
I legitimately didn't have a preference on person. They assigned you to the Bruce before they assigned me to anyone.
Because this is going to be entertaining.
All right. So yeah, he is kind of overseeing some of the there's like a more lax, low key game happening in the labyrinth. That seems to be like the rules seem to be changed up a little bit. There's like 2 teams going in. They seem to be doing some sort of challenge in there, and he's up in his balcony looking over.
Good morning.
Ah, welcome. How are your preparations going?
Fine, I guess.
Have you come to watch the challenge here?
Really came to chat you up.
Oh god, we're all too direct.
I think Ilferi did great.
Listen, I'm willing to play his game to a point. He knows what game I'm playing.
His game.
Exactly.
He made it up. They're his fucking rules.
So do you really not care which team wins?
Doesn't really make a difference to me which of you talks to the gnome.
Yeah, maybe not immediately. You know she's crazy, right?
She probably says the same about you.
Okay, fine, but of the 2 of us, I didn't kill her family.
Is this something that's happened recently?
Well, I'm 27 and I was 8, so no. But, like, doesn't change anything. And she's only gotten worse the more I've met her as an adult.
Didn't realize you had a history.
Wow. You didn't assume that we knew each other even though we both had horns.
I've got them too. Should
Yeah,
we know
different
each
kind.
other?
Oh. But she and I look much more alike than you and I.
Fair enough. So, I suppose this adds a bit of a personal element to this contest that I did not anticipate.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, it will motivate you into performing better.
Sure. And I'm just letting you know, I will murder her at some point. It won't be here. It won't be while your rules tell me I can't. But, like, when I get the chance, I will kill her. She has caused way too much damage in my life, and I'm fucking done. So.
Makes no difference to me, really.
Sure.
If
You're ambivalent about everything.
I care for my people, but she is not my people.
Yeah. Letting her get to the Tinker first is not going to help your people.
I don't see how it could hurt them.
Tearing holes in the fabric of reality isn't going to work well for anyone on this planet.
Tearing holes?
Why do you think she wants to talk to the Tinker?
No, because of the feud between your countries, and she helped build some super weapon in the very heart of your city.
No. She built the weapon in the inverse of the middle of my city, and then blew a hole in reality, and it walked through.
Potato.
Sure.
It's funny
All right.
because he inverted it.
What the fuck is a patata?
It's a barren delicacy.
You know what a frittata is, and you know what a potato is. Just
Potato frittata.
A potato tortilla.
So, I know you want us to do all these little things, and I'm assuming that whoever does better will win your favor.
It's generally the idea, yeah.
Sure. But, like, is there one thing in all of this that you hold more highly desirable than the other outcomes?
From where I sit, I have in my employ something that both of you want. As far as I understand it, you don't intend to harm him in any way.
I don't. Can't say the same for her.
And it makes no difference to me which of you talks to him. But as long as somebody wants something that you have, you might as well put a price on it.
Sure, and I'm not fighting that. I'm saying, would you prefer that? Do you really not care if what's-his-butt attacks us or swears fealty? You don't have a preference one way or the other on that? You don't have a preference on which side of the railway gets to where it's supposed to be first?
The railway is incentivized to be completed.
Right?
I don't see any harm in one rail company doing better than the other. This will just further incentivize the work to be done as soon as possible. As for Cavello, either he's going to swear fealty to me, which honestly is, I believe, my preferred outcome,
Thank you.
or he attacks your country and is most likely disgraced by the rest of my generals and is stripped of most of his power.
But you do have preferences. That's all I needed to know. Has the Tinker been having fun here?
Here?
Yeah. Wherever he's stashed.
He does all right.
If he's drinking something, I kind of want to knock over his drink and walk away.
He has a glass of wine in his hand, but
Never mind. I'm not gonna like slap it out of his hand. I was just hoping it was like I could spin and let my my pistol hit it on my way out.
yeah, try
It's
to
fine.
subtly like bump it to a
Oops.
statue or something.
no.
Or whip it with your tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see if I can get your shit taken care of for you because you're too lazy to do it yourself.
Best of luck. Waves.
I feel like that conversation ended with us having less favor than we started.
I am not certain. He's kind of a shitbag. I'm kind of a
Yeah.
shitbag. He might respect it.
Maybe.
All right.
I wasn't rude until the very end, and only lightly so.
Yeah, that's fair.
You did as well as we could have expected.
All right. Koku.
Okay, I'm going to go to Pardo's door. Are there guards or anything?
Yeah, there's a few guards stationed outside. You're able to, you were able to ask directions to where he's staying and stuff, but it's just another cottage, pretty similar to yours, in the same kind of general area.
Okay, I'll go to one of the guards. Excuse me, I need to speak with Pardo. Tell him the abomination would like to speak with him.
Abomination.
He'll know what I mean.
All right. Guard goes into the house. Comes back out a few moments later. The Minister of Rebellion does not wish to see you.
Tell him that I have a message for him regarding what he left behind on Isla Dola Focus.
All right. Guard goes back in again. Comes out. I was told to say that it would be or what's I can't remember the word. It would be an act of sacrilege for the minister to stand in your presence for a moment longer than they have.
Apocryphic or something like that?
I mean, sacrilege works.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think how Koku would respond to that.
Meteoric rise.
What's that over
Gee.
there?
I am certain that if the minister heard my message, he would wish to speak with me. Fine. tell him, hand him this, and she's going to write a note.
Okay.
And I'll write out the note while we're doing another scene.
Okay.
I totally left a flyer for the party with the free booze, with the brews. I forgot to mention that.
Awesome. All right. I guess, James, you wanted to talk to Glacia one more time?
Yeah, because I need to tell her about the vision.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sure.
I figured I did just do it. It's rather important that she finds out that I did it.
Sure. You find them, they're searching around for a little bit, out at a restaurant, having lunch with, Bracken.
Oh, cool. You mind if I join you for lunch? I actually haven't eaten yet today, I don't think. I mean, I could always eat a good berry, but, you know.
Please, fill up a seat. Bracken, it's you.
Cool. I grab a seat and sit down. So, am I interrupting anything? Or like...
No, we were just discussing, mulling over some of the events of yesterday. Are you preparing for your challenges?
We made some preparations. I spoke with, Zarkova says...
Solid.
Yeah, she's got a snake name, all right. Like,
It's just got 2 S's at the beginning of a word.
yeah, that's a snake name. Anyways, I spoke.
So you can't picture images? Is there a word for what James has?
I
You
don't
can't
know.
picture names.
I can picture the S's in the name and the L.
I don't think there's a word for can only picture S's.
Anyway, I spoke with Zarkova about some issues that are plaguing the area and, like, you know, trying to figure out how to gain her favor so we can not have trouble with this silly game and maybe, you know, protect the world from what the Obscurati's doing. My friends have gone off to talk to some other people. We've made some plans of who's going where. Oh, and we have a party that you guys should go to.
Yeah.
Sending off party.
Yeah.
Is it at
Basically.
your cottage?
No, it's well, there'll be a big tent. It'll be hard to miss. It's more of a welcome party, I think.
Welcoming who?
Welcoming the beginning of this competition in earnest.
Glacia turns to Bracken. There's something he's not telling us. Yes, I know what it is. I'm just waiting for him to...
Alright, we
spell it
hate
out.
Langier. We're gonna just fucking ruin her night.
And Bracken gestures. There it is.
The party's in front of her house. Or
The
where
bird
she's
is quite
staying.
forthcoming.
Glacia starts to chuckle.
Look, if we can't kill her, we'll do the next best thing. Sleep deprivation. And mariachi music.
They do have good music here.
This won't be that.
Oh, she spent quite the gold piece on this band. That's what I've heard.
That is true.
You could say she spent the bottom dollar.
Top dollar,
Top
honestly.
dollar for the worst band.
Yeah. Average of middle dollar, I suppose. So yeah, we've been making some preparations. We also tried to reach out. I mean, we already told you we know. I forgot his name. Granto. Tried to reach out to him. Didn't work out. We might have to go visit him like in person later. That's allowed, right? They didn't say anything about us not going there after preparations, right?
Yeah. There's no rules against that, as far as I can tell.
Cool.
Aside
Good.
from the time it will take.
We'll figure something out there. If we're able to, we'll figure something out.
Well, it seems like you have things on the right track.
I hope so. The longer this game goes, the more risk we have of like bad stuff falling into that crazy woman's hands. Also, I was able to do some sky seeing about that question you asked me about. And it might have been I don't know if it's the clearest vision I've gotten, but it's the vision that I think I understand the most directly in a while.
Well, let's have it then.
So I saw you and 4 other figures. I couldn't make out who they were, standing at the entrance of a lair of a great snake. Within it, there are a lot of smaller snakes that are humming with an annoying buzz. These snakes seek to devour you. I am fairly certain these snakes are that cult. And obviously they want to finish the job they did. But it's inconclusive as to whether it succeeds or not. But there is a confrontation at some point, and you're not alone.
Glacia kind of leans back in her chair for a minute. So, to defy this fate, I must never face the cult of steel.
Or do it alone, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
This is a good one, I'll admit.
It was a challenge I desperately needed to get in touch with my abilities a bit more. I will gladly. I'm glad that I was able to do this for you.
Well, we shall see what comes of this viewing.
And like I said, I don't think this is set in stone. I think it's just the stars seeing the trajectory you're on right now.
It is.
I don't know the word trajectory. That's too smart.
I feel that it is perhaps no secret that my fates will intertwine with that of the cult of the Steel Lord. But we shall see what I can do. I don't know if this is a fate I can escape.
And the ending of that is still yet to be seen by anyone or anything.
And
All
perhaps,
I was able to see was the confrontation, not the results.
Bracken says, that is the other thing about prophecy, Glaucia. It often hints at what actions start to occur, but do not often tell us the results.
And hey, if you get more than like 4 friends that help you out, I think that defies it as well.
She kind of like brightens up at that, like, oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Skyseer, for helping me with this.
You're very welcome. And if you do seek to confront them at some point after this competition, I can't guarantee all 4 of us, but I'm glad to help, and I'm sure I can convince them too. So maybe that's the 4 figures that you see, in which case you got a lot going for you. Although I don't know if I've ever seen myself in my own visions. I have to think about that too.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, and if you have any need of us going forward, please don't hesitate to make contact. We'll probably be returning to Seobrija within the next day or so.
Do you have any advice for things we're not thinking about? Like, I got a little bit out of Zarkava, but I don't know what my friends are getting out of their people. And I don't know, maybe you know something else about them that could help us.
Unfortunately, it seemed as if Laya had some way to prevent me from intruding on her thoughts when we were near.
Oh, she doesn't have a brain. That makes sense.
Glacia finds that hilarious.
That's actually hilarious.
No, just that my once leg up on people has, now that it's come to light, will probably not be as advantageous. But I hope that I can still continue to do my best to assist my country in what ways I can.
We'll give it a shot tomorrow. I bet her mental defenses will be a little bit lower.
All right. Best of luck.
All right. Good seeing you guys again. And then I head back because I don't think I have anything else I need to do.
All right.
And then I wait for like an hour before that party happens before I cast that horrendous spell.
Skyrite.
Stupid ass spell.
All right. Is there anything else people need to do to prepare?
Don't think
I
so.
assume you guys meet back up at the cottage.
Yeah.
Yeah. How far away is her cottage from ours?
Oh yeah, I hope it's far enough that we can, that we're not keeping ourselves up.
It's not too far. Trying to remember if they say exactly here or not.
Your neighbors. Oops.
Yeah.
I assumed we would be a little bit further than like next door, so we don't kill each other.
A
But
quarter
I could also
mile.
be wrong. That's enough.
Yeah, that's far enough.
Yeah,
far
that's
enough.
plenty.
And
Cool,
yeah,
perfect.
there are guards stationed around each of your cottages.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And you guys have a
Oh.
private chef and a maid.
Oh, damn.
Oh, hell yes. After I come back from the Bruce, the maid and I are playing poker.
Oh, there you say old maid.
No, that's rude. She's probably young and fine.
She is.
Yes, she is.
Old maid was my mother.
Please call me young maid.
I know. I know I wasn't there for it, but I did have the idea maybe Glaucia and I can swap revenge, and she can kill.
Strangers on a train.
Yeah, let's
You're
strangers on a
fucking
train.
revenge.
This. It's the right setting. There are trains.
I want berry
Oh.
pastries.
Right. For Mama from a train.
No.
Well, strangers on a train, which yes.
Strangers on a train.
I've,
Yes.
I've seen Throw Mama from a train. I have not seen Strangers on a Train.
Strangers on a Train is an old Hitchcock movie where two people
Yes.
meet on a
Yes.
train agree
Yes.
to solve
So
each
it's Throw
problem.
Mama from
So
the
it's
train.
Throw Mama
They
from a
use
train.
that as the
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With
all throughout my childhood.
Danny
Owen loves
DeVito.
his mama. All the time. We don't even know anyone named Owen.
Who was the other? It was Danny DeVito and Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
Right.
Kenna wants military exchange technology, tactics, trainers, that kind of stuff for favor. How'd yours go?
I told the Bruce he's too lazy to do his own shit. But also, he would prefer that dude swears fealty instead of actually attacking us.
I mean, yeah.
Zarkava wants to make sure that her citizens don't get harmed by everything that's going on. And also, there seems to be rumors of a disease at Castillo Caballo. Caballo, not Caballo.
It is Caballo.
Oh, yeah, I guess the V does pronounce like a B. Anyways, Citado, not Castillo. Anyways, yeah. Anyway, there's a disease there. Fucking foreign words. I don't
Just say horse fort.
It's just Spanish.
Is that what it means?
know. It means horse. Yeah, kind of.
Caballo would be horse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is he a minotaur or a
And
centaur?
this is Camilla Caballo. She is a horse.
There we go. That's what I keep thinking.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
It's just from a Vine
Oh, okay.
or a TikTok. Anyways, yeah, there's like a disease or something, or rumors of it. Anyways, that Zarkava is taking seriously because rumors tend to have a bit of truth to them. So we need to keep an eye out for that and maybe fix it. I can cure some people of it. I think. Can druids do that at this level? Please? Please have something fucking useful, druids. I finally learned a spell that's not concentration by taking this archetype. It's a cleric spell, so that's why it's useful.
Which one is that?
Guiding Bolt.
Nice.
I can do it 4 times a day without using spell slots, too.
It's not bad.
That's handy.
Yeah, why can't druids do anything useful? You only have the second broadest spell base in the entire game.
No, I
And
bet.
shape-shifting.
You can prepare whatever you want, and you can shapeshift. If geez, it's so restrictive, who
I
could possibly want to
like-
play a druid?
concentrating on spells.
Oh no.
Literally, only weakness have to concentrate on half their spells. This is a horrible injustice.
Inspiration? Yeah. Okay, I can cure a lot of diseases. Lesser restoration. Second level
Can you
spell.
cure Ligma?
Ligma, have a nice day.
Hey, Chris, you ever just feel suddenly like you're older than your friends?
No?
Oh, okay.
Why do you
Oh,
say
the
that,
other one is-
Carter?
You have a child that age.
Yeah, you're the one that had a kid, man.
Yeah, like
I also taught small children for 5 years. That helps. That's the reason why I'm too old for TikTok. I almost said Vine.
It's okay. I too wish for better days.
You are actually, if anything, too young for Vine.
no, I think we were the right age for Vine. And
Yeah,
we
we
just
were solidly in the right age for
We
Vine.
just-
Were.
didn't hop on.
Oh.
Vine is dead. Were.
No,
I think that's
I got you, Chris.
All right, cool.
I sent you the.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I wasn't sure if you wanted it shared with anyone else or not, but
I don't know. Other people can know. I don't know.
yeah.
But I
Paraphrase
sent it
if
to
you
you
want to.
because. Sure, I'll just read it. It's not that long. I come to you in a steel vessel to oppose the Scion of Danor, who twists and holds steel against the dragon's will, yet still you question who sent me. I will not test your dedication a second time, and I will forgive your lack of faith in my origin. However, my message is more important than your misgivings. Your time to serve the Steel Lord has come. You have the ear of the Bruce. You must bend it away from Danor. Their plans with Oddcog will delay the Lord's return to glory. I will say no more here. If you need to hear more, you know where I am to be found. If you accept your role, have sent to me an empty vial.
you're pretending to be a god.
No. I'm being
messenger
vague
for the
enough.
god.
I'm being vague enough to try to incept him into thinking that I am an avatar of his god.
It's different.
Not
It
much.
is.
Okay, but yeah, I get your plan.
Yeah.
Is it an hour before the party, or an hour and 10 minutes before the party?
It can be.
Does anyone else have things they want to talk about?
I mean, all Koku would say is that her plan may yet bear fruit, and it may yet not. But at worst, it shouldn't hurt us. We do have some time. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can do productive before we skip the party time.
Well, I'm going to eat several berry pastries.
That does sound extremely productive.
I like
I
fruit.
want a berry
I like-
pastry for real now, though.
Yeah, well, I like fruit. I like bread, berry pastry. And yes, I do. I went to the grocery store today and should have picked up a Danish.
Yeah, I want that
Yeah,
very
should
badly,
always pick up
James.
Danish.
How dare you?
Oh. I know what Koku would do.
Meth.
I will. I can't do meth. I'm a robot.
That means you're not trying hard enough.
You can probably do it, but I don't know it do anything. You can certainly light. Never mind.
Thank you for sharing that in the video on.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's going to talk to Hefenada, and see who around here might know anything about bears' trains, so that she can get some basic information before they have to go help.
You want to learn how to train bears?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. I'm going to ask somebody who's got like a really big harness and like a giant leash.
Yeah, actually, there was like a misunderstanding. It's like, oh yeah, there's a bear trainer like just over here, I believe, in another part of the.
No, Baron trains. I want to know how they're different from Surrey trains.
Well, fortunately for you, like a lot of things in Bear, they base their technology off of Risuri technology.
Wow.
Technology.
Technology.
Oh, Redbeard, really quick. Sorry, this will take just a second. I forgot to roll for the charges my staff got back. I'm going to do that now.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because I drained it down to 1 charge.
Yeah.
So it got back 7 charges. So it's at 8 of 10.
Yeah.
Staff.
Sounds about right.
It gets a d6 plus 4. I rolled a 3. Like,
It's so dumb.
Put this in here? Yes. Okay. So, this is a good universal way to introduce some of the stuff I put in this journal page.
Hooray!
So,
Is there somewhere I should be looking?
does this work?
he could force us to look at it.
I see a journal page.
Why is it not making you guys able to edit these? Okay. I mean, you shouldn't have to edit this one, but
No, but I
So-
have the edit thing now.
yeah. So there's a couple of logistical items worth mentioning on the construction procedure here. Typically, a train leaves a home city before noon, gets to the railhead just before dusk, stays overnight, and then the next day rolls alongside the workers, bringing the supplies with them as they build the track, and departs in mid-afternoon, making room for the next day's train, returns to the home city in the middle of the night, and is reloaded. The workers create a grade, which is a long mount of dirt covered in layers of crushed stone ballast. They place 8-foot-long wooden railroad ties into the ballast, and then secure the rails to the ties with iron spikes. They work in stages, with some men laying their grade at the front, and then behind them, those placing ballast, then the ties, the rails, and the spikes. The camps also employ 2 casters, mages, that are able to shape stone through hills or shape stone up pillars for bridges as needed. And we'll get into the finer details of the challenge itself there, but does that kind of answer what you were looking for?
Yeah. That answers the question, and I also wanted Koku in character to just have a basic knowledge of like the gauge of rails used and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
We don't need to go over that out of character, but just in character, I wanted her to have some basic knowledge so she's not going in totally cold.
Makes sense.
What is Koku's running temperature?
At least 7.
I think we established it was below humanoid body temperature, but I don't remember how cold we said she is.
I was gonna say 120. You run hot.
I would actually think, given like technology level, like most like when you guys were clamoring up on Born, like his engines were running hot, definitely on witch oil engines.
Yeah,
which is the same thing that Koku runs on.
Well, Koku runs a little bit differently.
Yeah,
Because the witch oil is mostly running her brain, and she uses more traditional actuators for most of her movement, and those are powered pretty much by magic.
Koku runs on vegetable witch oil.
The witch oil is more like a coolant. It's continuously recycled within the system.
There you go.
whereas others use it as a fuel.
Exactly.
So
All
where's
right.
the electricity store?
I couldn't hear that.
Nope.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Unimportant.
All right. Any other preparations?
Mm,
Or are we
No,
gonna
I'll
kick off
direct anyone.
the fiesta.
Yeah, I'll
more
direct
berry
anyone that
pastries.
anyone that looks cool. I will direct towards the party. Koku has no idea what cool looks like.
You look like your temperature is lower than normal. Go to our party.
Koku understands what cool is. She just hasn't been around long. You know how when you're a little kid and like young teenagers seem cool to you,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
and then you get a little bit older and you're like, the people I thought were cool were absolutely the dorkiest ones around.
Yep.
Absolutely. God, like, and also just like how, like thinking back, like the example that came up for me recently was I like saw a clip from that show Pete and Pete,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember the older brother being like so much older and cooler, and now like seeing him, it's like, oh my god, he's like a fucking kid, and then
He's a baby.
the younger kid is just a younger kid.
Yeah.
They're what, like 12 and 16?
I think it's like yeah, something like that. All right.
I don't know that I've ever seen this before.
Pete and
Pete.
Pete?
I'm had to Google it. I'm looking at
It was alright.
images.
Oh yeah, it was a pretty good show. It's like impossible to find now because it kind of it was on Nickelodeon and it got kind of tied up with some Viacom shit, and like they never released any, or like they did one print run of DVDs but never of the third season, and it's like impossible to find. I can't even find torrents of it.
Huh. I don't know. These kids kind of look like Weasley rejects.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much.
Oh, good.
But we saw when we went to see the last podcast live show, they had the younger Pete on. Apparently, he does a podcast now.
Oh, good for
Huh.
him.
Neat.
Yeah, he looks like a guy that does a podcast.
Yeah,
Danny Tamborelli, that was the younger one, yeah?
Yeah.
that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Because he bounced around Nickelodeon, did a couple
Yeah,
of things while he
He
was
was
young,
on a couple different shows.
and then he bounced out.
Yeah. Yeah, he talked a little
And-
bit about like child stardom in his bit at the show, which was funny.
Hey, I was right. Pulled that out of thin air.
Oh, wait. They do a podcast together.
Yes.
The Pete's do a podcast together?
The
Oh.
Adventures of Danny and Mike.
Okay.
That-
Adorable.
That's fun.
I fucking
I
love that.
Don't think that. So there were two guys when we saw them live, but I don't think that the other one was him. Anyway, that is funny though. I didn't realize that the podcast proper had him on it.
Shall we party on and take a break?
Yes, that's what I was leading up to. And when we come back, we'll have the fiesta.
Yeah! I
And we're back. So
LA.
let's kick off the band. What time did the poster say?
It was like 10 p.m.,
I
right?
don't know why it does that. I don't know what's causing it.
freaking weird. Sundown.
Cool.
Okay, so an hour before sundown.
Yes.
Sorry, an hour and 10 minutes before sundown, I
Yes.
start passing Skyrite. So it goes off exactly an hour beforehand, pointing straight at it.
Free
Like,
music and booze.
yeah, free music, free booze, enjoy. Arrow. Arrow, arrow, arrow.
Free
Right.
music, free booze, no cops.
Yeah.
I guarantee that.
You have to tell me if you're a cop or else it's
No,
entrapment.
that's a rule. No cops.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, that's why we're not at the party.
I thought that was
Exactly.
part of
rules
the
is-
advertisement.
one of the rules is no cops. We can't be
We
there.
can't
We're cops.
come.
We
Do
We weren't invited.
darn. I'm sorry. We literally can't. There's
the
only
guards-
one rule, and it's no cops.
Do the guards outside of
They're not
the house?
cops.
Cool.
No, guards are not cops. Like they're like security.
Guys,
Security
I
personnel
know, that's
are
why
not
you
cops.
can't go to the party.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're closer to like bouncers or like bodyguards, right? That's not cops. That's different. They don't work for the man, you know? Don't worry about the fact that they work for the man. That's not important.
Anyway, cool. So,
I feel like I want to sneak in anyways, even though I am a
kind
cop.
of hear, from your, oh shit, did I just undo something? No, okay. You can still kind of hear from your cottage, off in the distance. What sounds like everyone's having a great time.
Sweet.
Oh, can we send like a guard or two of ours to go protect the mariachi band just in case Laya decides that she just wants to fucking murder people?
Why? They've been paid.
That
was
remember
not
how
good.
I mentioned that the SS name Zarkava.
No, don't do that. No. Back that one up. Reverse.
The name starts with SS, like Slizzard, whatever.
Isn't it just Sarama?
Huh?
Isn't it just like Sarama?
It's
Salit.
I will be calling them Slizzo from now on.
Their name
It's-
is Zarkava.
Salit is their last name.
It's the last name I'm getting stuck on.
Slizzo.
Yeah, it's Slizzard.
It's about damn time.
Salit.
Zarkava, yeah, sure, but like
Zarkava
the double
Salit.
S's, the double S's followed by an L is getting stuck in my head, and it sounds like a steak. Okay.
Hey,
I'm a
you're thinking you're thinking of their music star cousin Slizzo.
Anyways, she specifically wants to make sure that the citizens of her country are not harmed, and it might be a good idea to have a guard or two making sure that the mariachi band isn't slaughtered by an angry tiefling with no brain. I found out she has no brain today.
I feel like that may not be accurate.
It's close enough.
My music player has a Latin pop radio station.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
Yeah, do it. I mean, I can't actually hear it.
There's also traditional Latin.
Traditional Latin's probably more close to what we have hired. But maybe they're venturing into pop, and that's why they're not as popular. Actually, I'm just gonna go to the party and make sure nothing bad happens. I know I'm a cop, but I could be
loud.
cool.
It says no cops.
No, I can be cool. I can
Very
be cool.
specific.
I'll do drugs.
Also, why do you want to go to the party? The party is a sabotage.
I want to make sure that nothing happens within the first,
Okay.
bit.
Also, your guards refuse to leave their posts.
Yeah, fair enough.
Look, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not your dad.
I
But,
don't know my dad. Well, also we don't have parents exactly, so like it's complicated.
We work in a communal family. Never mind.
That is legitimately one of the few things I wrote from a backstory. So, we're
Actually, this
a
music's kinda-
flock.
I should just run this the whole time we're in Bear.
I can't hear it.
This song's called Gancho.
Hey,
Yeah,
I know that word.
I mean, I also can't hear it. So play it loud.
A lot of
Crank
it
up
is.
Despacito.
A lot of it is. Yeah, there's a YouTube safe option, and a lot of these are marked off for not being YouTube safe.
Fuck,
yeah,
who cares?
Probably good
This
call.
means that our bot will get muted.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, maybe don't then. It's probably fine.
All right.
This song is called Dance with Passion.
That sounds like a tango.
Anyway, So yeah,
can't hear
Ilferi.
it. I have my music on. Weird.
Huh?
I can't hear it, and I have my
I
music
don't
on.
know if I have a way to. Do I have a way to share it to you guys?
It has otherwise, what's the point of the playlist part?
Oh yeah, it's not. It's not in. It's not
Foundry.
in Foundry.
Oh, never mind. Who cares then?
It's not in Foundry. It's basically not real.
Exactly.
Wait, but if I share a screen,
Okay.
share my
too
audio?
much thought has already been put into this. I thought you were playing it out of.
I have
Foundry.
no idea. But if you do, then I would actually be able to hear it. If that works.
For application specific.
Hey, pussy, I guess. Okay.
Do you hear it?
No, I have
I
no
hear it.
option for sound on that.
Yeah,
Screen.
I also heard nothing.
Oh, here. Share system audio.
Okay. As long as we don't have to hear ourselves back.
I hope not.
I hope not too. Also, I still don't hear anything.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's not.
Yep.
Oh
Womp womp.
well. Anyway, so Ilferi, you are going out to check on the party.
Yeah. Ilferi can run on fewer hours of sleep. He's gotten used to that. Like, that's just kind of part of the Sky Seer package, is like, you sleep less because you got to look at the fucking night sky for a few hours before you go to sleep.
I mean, are you staying out all night?
No, just some hours.
Okay, because it's like 6 p.m. right now.
It gets dark early. It's summer.
Oh yeah, it is. Forgot about that. It's 8 p.m.
Okay.
Anyway, and you remember the contest starts at dawn.
Yeah, so I get there, like, after I hear the music starting,
Sure.
I go there.
Sure.
And if
Koku's
anyone
going
wants to join me, like, we could just pretend to not be cops. Look, I take off my badge. Not a cop.
Koku's going to go ahead and go into sleep mode.
Okay.
I'll wake up in 6 hours. It's fine.
2 in the morning? Am I doing my math right? Yes,
Yeah.
2 in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta get up early.
Okay.
Gotta get on that grind. Or something.
Grind culture is dead. Haven't you heard?
God, I wish.
Yeah.
We're trying.
It's like, why can't millennials kill that, huh?
They're trying.
It's not working
Desperately.
very well.
Quiet quitting / work your wage.
Quiet quitting, also known as doing your fucking job.
Yeah,
Right?
I hate it. I hate it too.
What the fuck?
Anyway,
Yeah. How's the party going?
yeah, it's going pretty good. The music is
That's it.
there are lots of people who've shown up with flyers in hand, wondering did you guys arrange for there to actually be any booze, or did you just say there was going to be booze?
We just said there was going to be booze.
Okay, yeah, that's what so there's a bunch of people like holding flyers and like milling about trying to figure out what's going on and like trying to figure out who's in charge. Like people are trying to ask the band as they're like playing their instruments, and they're like, I don't know, we're just told to be here.
Starting a
Actually,
boo
that's a
riot.
great
Good idea.
note. We're not going to be able to keep people here that long if there's not actually booze. Is there, like, a bar or two nearby?
It's kind of a residential area.
I did mean to get booze, I just didn't.
I mean, if you
Honestly,
meant
I
to,
was
we
hoping.
could-
I did mean to, because I knew they wouldn't stay if I didn't have booze. Like, the lie would be very quick to be found out.
Yeah.
How much money do I need to pay for that? Because I was not skimping on this.
I was about to drop, like, $500 on 2 separate bars.
Yeah, like
Like-
how many people do you want to be able to service?
I I want as many people as want to get trashed to get trashed.
Like 100, maybe?
Bare minimum.
To get
I'm hoping
trashed?
closer 2 to 300 people.
200 to 300 people to get trashed.
Yeah,
To have the option to get
to
trashed.
have the
Okay.
option
I
to
mean-
get trashed.
Okay.
On cheap booze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
so
how you get trashed fastest.
a gallon of ale is 2 silver
Perfect.
in the PHB.
Okay.
So,
I feel like
5
ale is probably not the right call if we are aiming for people to get trashed.
well, 5
Well, we
gallons.
could just, like, up the concentration.
All I'm
just-
saying is you get 5 gallons to a gold. I drop 200 gold
For 1,000 gallons.
for 1,000 gallons of booze. And then I throw in extra, like, I'm gonna get 1,000 gallons of ale at 200 bucks or 200 gold, and then I'll have extra like booze on the side. That won't be as much.
Oh, wait. There's not a teleportation circle here. Is our
No.
ship still here?
Your ship was never here. It's in
Our ship was
Sabresia.
never.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
Sabresia.
And you
Yeah.
think you guys sent out the call for it to start on its way.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
I'll drop $200 on 1,000 gallons of ale and another $300 on liquor.
Okay. That's
$500, and there is free booze.
Okay. There's also a 50 gold license to be able to set up something like this.
That's fine. That's 550 gold pieces.
All
Cool.
right, cool.
Whose name do you sign under?
The Bruce.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to have enough booze for the party to last all night. We need to have enough booze for the party to turn into a riot when we run out.
Exactly.
So you might have gotten too much.
I probably did. I'm fine if they fall asleep on her lawn. Like, I just need it to be epic.
All right.
Hey, lady, I need a bed.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping, like, they overpower the guards and, like, jump in bed with her. Not in a weird way, just to pass out. They think she is a pile of coats.
She has the approximate personality of a pile
She
of coats.
has the personality of a pile of coats.
So, Mina, are you going with Elferi to make sure this is set up?
No,
And
I don't want to be
initiated.
anywhere near this because she
Alright.
will know it's me.
All right, cool.
I am entrusting Elferi to make sure this shit's set
The
up.
fairy's like not bad at lying. Like I was given a flyer. It sounded fun.
Hey, since I got the booze, whoever's bringing the booze, can I pay them 100 gold to set it up?
Sure.
I figured that would be part of the cost.
I'll throw in 100 as a tip. I hate this woman. I am currently sitting at 800 gold sunk into this mariachi band plan. I don't know if you guys understand how
Okay.
proud I am of this mariachi plan. And if it fails, I will be heartbroken. But it's also okay that 800 beautifully spent.
I can confidently say this is the single greatest D&D story involving a mariachi band that I know of.
I guess technically that's true, but that's because this is it. This is the story involving a mariachi band for
Search
me.
is D&D story or r/D&D stories for mariachi
I-
band.
I have had at least one other incidence of mariachi bands in D&D campaigns I've run.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Two.
there's no food here.
2 others?
Yes, two.
Uh,
I think of twice it's happened.
Yeah,
Elferi-
they don't need food. They need to get wasted. The
Sure.
more they throw up on her porch, the better.
yeah, but if they don't eat food, they have nothing to throw up.
Oh, but can you imagine waking up and opening your door to 100 dry heaving bodies?
Hold on, we were told to make sure that they aren't like hurt. I think
This
fight-
is not hurt. This they do to themselves.
Look, if they die of alcohol poisoning, that's their choice. If we stopped that, we'd be violating their autonomy.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna fucking gush them to stop drinking.
Well, that's one way to cure alcoholism, I guess.
Yeah, seriously, like you go to pick up your glass of booze, you get psychically tortured. No, I mean, like, you can technically do it, and it fucking hurts a lot. It'll kill a commoner outright.
Not a nobleman. They're made of tougher stuff.
Oh,
Oh my
horrifying.
god. All right.
You take 5d10 psychic damage each time you act in a manner directly counter to your instructions. But no more than once a day.
Oh, Fairy.
Yes.
You show up at the scene and it is a party. It is happening.
Oh,
People
I'm also
are-
dressed up as Parrot Pete.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there are people gathering around, like, pressing against, like, the license didn't let you set up the bar on her lawn. But there's like a pretty convenient like lot, not like right next door.
Beautiful.
And yeah, things are set up. The band is playing loud. It looks like they've actually gotten like a few more horn players since you last heard.
Yeah.
And
Had a little bit extra money to hire some new guys.
you can see the guards in front of the cottage are doing a pretty good job of like they're like kicking people off the porch and like trying to keep anyone from like outright just walking into the cottage. But I mean, it is a residential area. There's not really like any precedent for like people just wandering into random houses
Right.
and while drunk.
Sure.
Yet.
But yeah, they seem to at least be keeping things mostly in control.
Cool.
Sweet.
Does there seem to be like is there like a leader of the band that's like mechanically speaking making the performance check for the band?
Sure, there's a kobold who seems to be the lead singer.
All right, I give him the Skyseer's blessing
Okay.
for his next perform check.
Okay. The song.
I like pat him on the back. I'm like, you're doing great. I think you're really gonna know the next song that you need to play. And I just like tap him on the shoulder.
And they kick into their next song, and it is loud.
Honestly, I didn't even need the perform check to be good. It just needed to be loud.
As Chris said earlier, the music is.
Yeah. All right. So far, there seems to be no violence or anything. Just like corralling at best. No weapons being drawn.
Yeah, everything seems peachy.
Okay. And these guards are citizens of Bear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I won't.
Oh yeah, they're not Laya's guards. They were posted by the Bruce.
Yeah. If they weren't citizens of Bear, I might consider like charming them or whatever, but I won't. I guess if everything's going all right, I'll just stick around till like midnight, because I feel like that's the latest that Laya would like start trying to go to sleep.
Okay.
I figured that is the most likely time for her to start getting, violent and chopping off people's hands and stuff.
All right. Is anyone else staying up?
No, I'm going to bed early.
All right.
Smiling to myself as I slip into sleep.
I'll just
Jack's
kind of
already asleep with like his hat over his head. I'm like,
I'll just kind of pretend that I'm like really drunk and out of it and do some sky seeing. I just look like I'm staring at the sky, dumbfounded.
Okay.
But I got to figure out what question I'm gonna ask. But
Sure.
Dude, there's a cloud up there that looks like an evil mouse, man.
yeah, that's my plan.
Okay.
I don't really drink much. Like maybe I'll have one, just to like show that I'm participating.
Mhm.
But I just kind of stay on the outskirts. I'm just monitoring what's going
Okay.
on.
I guess, do you want to give me like a disguise check or something if you're trying to like blend in with the crowd, or
Sure.
disguise, or what else would be something else that
That'd
would
probably be deception.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done the Sky Seer's blessing on the band, but fuck it. Here goes. Oh, wait, it's almost the end of the night. I used my inspiration.
Hey, did the Bruce ever show up to the party?
Not well, Elferi, or
Alright,
not up
cool.
to this point.
Cool,
I got
cool.
an 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, it's 17? Oh, no. My boundary is acting weird. Anyways, yeah,
Well,
18
there's
total.
some glitches with the recent update.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. chat log is
Yeah,
on.
18 disguise as Parrot Pete, purveyor of priceless products and premium produce. I've started selling vegetables.
Crystal.
I
decided
believe
technology
premium
isn't for me.
products the
Vegetables.
first time. No, I like produce better.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that.
It's showing like the die cards in front of the text, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my
But
problem
they're
too.
like sticking.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm seeing what y'all are seeing.
Well, because you haven't rolled anything lately.
Okay.
Well, your
Well, I
last
just-
D20 was a 5.
I just deleted those ones, and
Yeah.
also I discovered you can like customize the dice on here.
Oh, neat.
Does
I'm
it
just
show up for
using-
you guys?
Yeah,
I
I
noticed
see
that
it.
yours is black and purple.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway, cool. Is there anything else you want to do before or after? Nothing happens. Midnight rolls around.
Okay. No, I'm just still trying to think of my next question.
And that's probably the limit of when you would be able to stay up till, if you're...
Yeah, I figured that was the case. I was staying up to my limit, assuming that was the limit of Liagier as well. Unless she, for some reason, like wakes up at noon, like some fucking lazy asshole.
Then we'll have a head start.
Exactly. Oh, is Liagier participating? Like, that'd be funny, actually.
Do you want to give me a perception check?
Sure. I also have that passive perception of like 24, but I will roll it with advantage. Yeah, I rolled with advantage. Sweet. I rolled double 16s for 25.
You have not seen her out tonight, and in fact,
Okay.
the curtains are drawn tight on the cottage, and the lights have been out since you got here.
Oh, well, that's suspicious. No, now I need to check to see if she's even here. Maybe she's... Maybe she left. Maybe she broke the rules already. I am not leaving quite yet. I'm gonna sneak into her house. As a spider?
Not a weasel or a ferret?
Spiders can get in small cracks.
Yeah.
Weasels and ferrets are a little bit,
You haven't been
larger.
working on your weasel dance?
Thanks. It's a badger dance.
That was badger dance.
Badger.
Because that was what that one gnome did.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had
Oh, I was safe when you got caught in the island in the first adventure, and you were like,
Yeah.
That was the weasel
That
dance.
was-
yeah.
that was I know. And I learned that weasels don't dance, it's badgers.
yes.
There's one thing he didn't learn though.
What?
Going off on his own is a bad idea.
I'll be fine, I'll be fine. I'm just a little spider. No
She's
one
not
knows.
allowed to hack his other arm off.
Yeah.
Well, he's a spider right now. He's got extra.
I am a regular spider, like teeny. I'm itsy bitsy.
Itsy bitsy spider. Crawling up the water spout.
I was gonna say, isn't there a water spout?
Sure is.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
that'll get you to the gutter.
So yes, I would like to attempt to sneak into her home to find out if she's here. Because if she's not, she fucking broke the rules and she loses already by default. We don't have to do the stupid competition, right?
I mean, assuming we can prove it.
I mean, there was no rules against sneaking in her house, so
Well, yeah, but still, we have to prove it to the Bruce's satisfaction that she left before the sun came up. Show him somehow, or you don't have a camera.
I
No,
have
he opened up the door from the inside while the guards are outside. The guards are the Bruce's guards.
exactly. I just have to prove it to them. Yeah, so that's what I'll do.
Well, if this takes more than 2 hours, then when Koku wakes up and notices that Ilferi's not there, she's going to go looking for him.
Partied too hard. Turned into a spider to break into our competition's house. Right, let me look up the stats for a spider. I keep writing in Pathfinder instead of 5e. Spider, tiny beast. It has a stealth of +4. So +6, because it uses my proficiency. All right, what do you need from me?
So you're sneaking into the house?
Yes. Oh, I cast Pass Without Trace first,
Okay.
and then I sneak in the house.
All right. Cool. So what is your stealth check? Let's see.
My stealth check would be a total of +16 for a 32.
All right. So you weave your way, dodging underfoot, up to the cottage, past the guards, slip under the door, and you're in the entryway of this. It's kind of the same size as the cottage that you're staying in. It's got when you walk in, there's like a I guess like a foyer. There's like a little kitchen off to the side, and then there's like a little like room off the kitchen, or set of rooms where the cook stays, and then there's stairs leading up to bedrooms.
Cool. So I will. I guess I'll sneak to the bedrooms if they're approximately where I expect them to be.
Okay.
I'm assuming one is for the immovable rod douchebag. One is for the tuning fork douchebag whose weapon we stole, and one is for Laya.
Well, there's 4 bedrooms.
Oh, okay.
And if you recall, there was one other person in Laya's retinue when you saw her at court. And when you go to the larger bedroom and slip under the door,
Mhm.
inside you see the four of them with like beds pushed together, sleeping
Kinky.
in the same
I was
room.
gonna say it too.
Yeah. Huh.
Cuddle puddle.
Just sleeping? Or like...
Yeah, just sleeping.
Okay. Not that I care, but any evidence of other stuff?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess she's not fun. That's not surprising. That is weird, though.
Yeah.
And can I tell that... How do I word this? Are they breathing?
Give me a perception check.
Sure. I believe that one just uses my perception because it's a mental one. Hey, I got inspiration at the end of the night. I rolled a nat 20 for a 39, or sorry, 29. 29.
Yeah, it looks like everyone is breathing and sleeping soundly.
Okay. So they are actually there. That is still
And-
so weird.
Oh. Okay. I did not realize it was opaque. There is a dome over the
Yeah.
bed, actually.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, I figured they were doing
The
something.
dome over the bed.
Like there just seems like a dark colored since I told you what's inside, we'll say it's mostly opaque, but
Okay. But it's like a swirling mist that's very solid most of the time, but man, do I have keen eyes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Can I... That's gotta be a spell. Can I try to identify what it is?
okay.
Okay, well, I'm stupid, so this won't work. But here goes. Six. Actually, fuck it. I literally just got inspiration. I'm going to be taking a long rest.
Okay.
It's not gonna matter. I'm stupid. It's still a 6.
All right.
Hmm.
It sure does look like a dome.
Magic.
Made of magic, probably. Seems to run on
Alright.
some form of magic.
Well, you're not wrong.
Probably not wrong. Anyways. It
If
could
it's
just
what-
be. It could just
Not
be
to
like a
be an
weird natural-
asshole, but if it's the one I'm thinking of, sound still passes through it. Unless they did something else to dampen the sound.
There's at least one that does dampen sound.
There-
Correct,
well-
but I'm not sure that it's this one, and the one that does, I think, dampens sound from within, not without.
Well,
So
I'm not
that you
making-
know if something's coming to get you.
Oh, are you thinking of the my old class feature that I literally just got rid of?
I don't know.
Oh, it creates a sphere that makes sound and light doesn't escape, but it does come in. It's
Okay.
Earth of Moonlight and Shadow. But anyways, all right, all 4 of them are there. Who's the 4th person?
It was a
mom.
elvish-looking woman.
Oh shit, it was his mom.
I think she was. I believe she was introduced to you as Inez.
I have no Ines in our journals.
Yeah, she doesn't have a face.
Oh.
Good is dead. Just
Yeah.
kill her.
I've seen her before, but the face just doesn't stick
I
around.
think I gave her a face when she was on the Bruce's balcony.
Okay. I guess I'll just check the other rooms.
Okay. Nothing else in the other rooms.
Not even anything worth stealing, because like I
No,
don't
they've
have a
got all
problem with
their they've got all their supplies and packs inside the dome with them.
you know what? No. I would get killed. I would die. 100%. I want to dispel their dome so bad. I just leave. Like, not do anything, just like, poof, your dome is gone, bye. But I'm not going to do that, because they will kill me. They will probably hear me casting, and I will die.
Well, they can't. They can't hear you casting because they can't hear anything.
That's only if sound doesn't go into it, and I don't know what this spell is, so I'm not risking shit.
Well, but if sound doesn't go in, if sound does go into it, then it's not doing anything.
Oh! They will notice if sound doesn't go in. They will notice the moment that it's gone.
Yeah.
Yes, so just get out fast. Come on, this isn't the stupidest thing Ilfari's done.
I do.
Ilfari's done way studer than this.
Do it. You should do it. You should do it. Don't be a pussy. You should do it.
I want to make sure that Mina's plan actually works.
Exactly.
All right.
Listen.
Okay. So sound is. Ilfari is making the assumption sound is not getting out. So he's going to turn back into a bird person. He's going to open the door. He's going to get as far out of the door and like towards the entrance as he can while still seeing the dome. And then he's going to... Actually, he's even going to open the front door. I'm just going to... No, I'm not going to do that. I'll just sneak out this way I came in. Okay, I'm just going to get as far away as I can. And I'm going to spell the dome.
Okay. What is the specifics of that?
So I haven't really done anything right now today, so I'm just going to cast it at 5th level. So if it's a 5th level or lower spell, it is dispelled. If it's not, I brought up the spell here. If it's not, then I have to make a caster level check or a spell casting check. Yeah.
Okay. Let me double check. What level spell?
I do also still have Pass Without Trace going, so I should be able to sneak away.
What's this person's stat block?
Can't find it. She doesn't have a face.
If it is the spell I think it is, then it's typically a 2nd level spell.
You think this is just silence?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Silence doesn't last that long.
Oh, okay. I can't remember how long it lasts.
Also, it's not opaque. It might be like a wall of force or something.
What level do you have to be to cast higher than 5th level?
You would have to be, let's see, at 9th level you can cast 5th level spells. You'd have to be 11th level.
Okay. Then yes, you are able to dispel it.
Okay. And then, as quickly and quietly as I can, I'm going to use my 2nd wild shape to turn back into a spider and get out.
All right. Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
You still got.
I still have Pass Without Trace, yeah. Oh! It tipped off, on my side, it tipped off the 19 to a 1. So it's
So, as you're like, you like do the dispel, and you're like getting ready to wild shape, and you like take a step back, and you like trip over a chair, and like fall over, and as you do, Merton, the half orc, sits up in his bed and like sees you and is like, it looks like he's like reaching for like a weapon or something
That he
And-
doesn't have. Ha!
Well,
He has a replacement, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And then you are a spider.
I fucking skitter the fuck away as fast as I can. Which is actually slower than my normal speed because it's just a little itty bitty spider. But it is dark. But he has dark vision. He's an orc.
Bright side, if he kills you, we win the contest.
It's true. Yeah, they're not allowed to kill me.
Yeah, you actually hear as you're scuttering away, he like wakes the others up, and there's a bit of a kerfuffle. You can hear him explaining, and Laia like reprimands him like, no, we can't harm them. It's fine. He's done no harm. Let him leave.
Okay. Well, I scuttled back home.
All right.
If anyone's awake, I'll explain what happened. Otherwise, I'll explain it in the morning.
All right.
Okay, that was exciting. That was fun.
All right. Ilferi returns. I don't know if you have enough time for a long rest though at this point.
It's like not that much past midnight, right?
It's a little bit past midnight by the time you get back, and also you've cast spells.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, well, if I wake up at 8, I would get a long rest, right? A little after 8.
Well, you have to spend 6 hours in actual sleep, and then you can do up to 2 hours
Of
with
light
no heavy activity. Yeah.
But he has
Sure,
done
so I get-
heavy activity now. So it has
Sure. So I could go to sleep now.
Yeah.
Wake up a little after 6, and then 2 hours of light activity, like preparing spells and
Sure.
eating.
But you wouldn't be able to
Leave.
you guys wouldn't be able to leave right at dawn.
Well, we would. He couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we're splitting up anyway.
Yeah.
Traveling is light work. Well, depending on the kind of traveling we're doing, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, whatever. I'll deal with the consequences. If I have to, I'll just cast a greater restoration on myself and get rid of the fatigue.
Still won't get those spells back, but yes.
Oh,
If you don't have time for a long
I
rest.
also don't have that prepared right now, and I don't get to prepare spells unless I take a long rest. I'm just gonna deal with it.
All right.
Whatever happens, happens.
Oh no! It's the consequences of my action.
You know, I just hope that I've also put some exhaustion on them too, because I disrupted their sleep, and that guy did some fairly vigorous activity of like getting up, being alert, wanted to swing a sword at me.
I mean, at the very least, if they were
One of them has to cast a spell
Right.
again if he wants to make it quiet.
exactly.
So, 1 for 1. I hit their druid, they hit me. I'm assuming he's a druid.
You're assuming who is a druid?
The person who made that dome. They might be a wizard. I don't know.
All right.
Caster for caster.
So yeah, you turn in, you get some sleep. Everyone else wakes up and gets ready. I guess while Fairy's still sleeping in until, I mean, everyone else can wake up like,
Yeah.
you know, an hour or two before dawn if they like. And
Yep, I went to bed early.
Koku gets up at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Fully rested.
Yep.
Yep.
And has no need for any additional light work time.
Koku, I'm awake now. Continues to sit in chair, unmoving.
Yep, pretty much.
Keeps checking watch. Doesn't have a watch. Also knows what time it is just intuitively.
I do have a
Okay.
clock built into my chest. That's
Okay.
true.
But will Koku do something useful, like bring us coffee?
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
when Goku wakes up, kids still hear music and party happening.
Yes.
I mean, Koku could go join the party if she wanted to. And in fact, briefly does.
Yeah.
Mostly to try to figure out where coffee is, but also to party.
Woo.
There's not a lot of coffee
Um,
places around at 2 a.m. But
Koku pours a mug of beer or ale on herself. Doesn't like.
this is like the same thing as coffee, right?
I mean, Koku has a mouth.
Koku knows full well what Mina drinks.
Exactly. Koku
Ale?
is paired with Mina. She's
And coffee.
No coffee. Yeah. Well, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but there's a time of day for both
It depends on the day too. Sometimes both like.
at the
Pretty
same
close to
time,
each
but
other.
those are on my off days, and this
Yeah.
is not an off day. What
There
is
are
the
quite a
equivalent of
number
an
of-
Irish coffee?
I was just thinking
in-
that a Drakkar
Yeah.
mixed in whiskey.
It's like there's a number of mixed drinks that involve coffee. I'm not sure of one that involves beer and coffee.
No, but whiskey.
Certainly.
Drakkari coffee.
But yeah, Koku is going to use her extra time to secure breakfast and coffee. Ideally for everyone, but at least for Mina. And then just like get us packed up and ready. Basically, she's going group mom.
All right. Seems good. When Jack and Mina get up, there is breakfast and coffee procured.
Oh, God bless you, Koku.
Oh yeah, advance the clock.
Fuck.
All right.
What was I gonna ask the stars? I still need to think about that.
Were there any other last minute preparations, or are we just waiting it out at this point?
Well, the rule was we're not allowed to leave the grounds before sunup, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
you're not allowed to leave the summer court.
And we're set that we're just teleporting to Rayo Pedresco, right? Okay, and what did it say? The typically leaves the city shortly before noon. Feels like a lot of wasted time. Seems like there ought to be something else we can do. That we can do here before sunup, or I mean, I can't really think of anything. It feels like we just need to get ready to teleport as soon as the sun is up, and then try to use our time in Rayo Pedresco to get oriented and make sure that we are that we can get on that train. Was there anyone that we are set to meet with?
The only name you were really given was
Liz?
Yeah, Liz, who should be at actually
railhead.
you probably poked around enough to know that Liz usually spends their time more at Aigotsura.
Okay, that's good to know.
There's a teleportation circle there too, right?
Not yet.
Yeah, I believe there's only.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
teleportation
There will be
circles
once
are-
our ship gets there. That's why we were putting our ship there.
Right. We have access to one at Rayo Pedresco, one at Renza, and one at Cida del Cavallo. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can think of. Can any of y'all think of anything we could be doing? Because it feels like there's something more productive we could be doing at this time.
Jalapeno omelets for Ilferi.
All right. Sunrise comes around.
That's at what, like 7?
Probably closer to 6:30 at
Okay.
the latest.
Yeah, it is summer. That makes sense.
The
Nope.
instant the sun crests,
Yeah.
teleport.
Yeah. Ilferi like walks out scrubbing his eyes. So are all 4 of you going to Rayo Pedresco?
No, Koku and Mina are going to Rayo Pedresco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack and Ilferi are going over to Cida del Cavallo.
Okay. I never got the final word on who was going where.
That is my understanding. Did anybody have a different understanding than
That
that?
was my
That
understanding.
was my understanding.
Cool.
Now that I know there's a disease there, like, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. The party has been split. Congratulations.
Well, that was expected, honestly. You gave us 2 tasks that have to be done at the same time, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I need to use up one of those 2 teleport scroll, or one of those 4 teleport scrolls that I have.
The rest of us got a long rest, yeah?
Yep.
I don't think I used anything, but here we go.
Oh,
then-
video omelet,
'cause-
please. I'm so tired.
Koku teleports herself and Mina to Rayo Pedresco the instant the sun is over the hills. Jack has his half of the teleport scrolls, and we're gonna leave the boys to figure out how they're gonna do things.
I have my Skyseer vision that I would like to ask about.
Oh, okay. Sure. So first.
My plan is that when we get to Castillo Caballo, or Cavallo, whatever, anyways, when we get there, I want to treat the heavily diseased. Is that a good idea, basically? Per the normal spell that this casts, which is divination. Yeah, divination.
Okay.
Yeah, so will treating the disease, or will starting to treat the disease in Citadel Cavallo benefit our endeavors to ingratiate. I'm using words Ilferi doesn't know, but this is just like mental stuff. So, us towards Zarkova. Did I say that right? Zarkava and Cavallo.
You see in your vision, your dreams as you sleep, a young orcish boy, who has his legs wrapped in bandages, and as you focus and the like image of him kind of like zooms in and fades, and you see what looks like a writhing worm of fire.
A writhing worm of fire. As I focus on the kid that has polio. That sounded like polio.
It sounded
bit.
there's a particular type of parasitic infection where there are these meter or even multi-meter long worms that can infect people, and they often infect the legs, and they need to be drawn out a little bit at a time. You basically need to cut out the end of it and then wrap it around a stick and then pull it out a teeny tiny bit at a time over the course of days. That's what I was thinking of. So I wasn't surprised by the worm. I was surprised a bit by the fire, though.
Well. Okay. So, this might not be a disease. It might be a parasite. But it's on fire. Which probably means that me curing them might hurt them as well. Okay. I've gotten the information I got. Whether it's helpful or not, well, maybe I had a drink or two before I looked at the stars.
Everything's just slightly wibbly.
All right. So that was as Ilfari woke up. He stumbles out as everyone else is prepared and gotten all their gear and everything together. And then...
So, Mina, your plan kind of...
I am gone.
Oh, I was hoping maybe I got up like a minute or two before you left.
Nope, we were gone the second the sun crested those
Well,
hills.
I was assuming that Ilfari was
Oh,
out
okay.
with you guys.
You
or
said-
no.
I don't know. You said 6:30. I didn't know if he was gonna be up by 6:30.
I could have been up by 6:30 as long as
Okay.
I have 2 hours of not doing much
Yeah.
Sure.
for the
Okay.
rest of my rest.
Fair enough.
What's her name?
Laya.
Gracia?
Yeah, I don't like her. Dislike her. Lady. She had some sort of dome over her and her friend. They were sleeping in like a pile on one bed, and they had a dome over them, and I think it was stopping the music from getting in. And so I dispelled it. And then they were going to kill me, but then they were like, oh, wait, no, don't do that. That'll forfeit the competition. So I got away. But I did my best. I don't know if the band worked or not, but I tried to help it. Also, she was there. It seemed suspicious. It seemed like maybe they weren't there. Also, it was really weird. They were sleeping in a pile. But I guess I was just to be under the dome.
Cuddle puddle.
They were sleeping in a pile. They just pushed the beds together.
Cuddle puddle.
Okay. Sure.
I couldn't see much. The dome was mostly opaque.
Here's the thing, Chris.
Mhm.
You're the DM.
We
You
get
have
to make
no
decisions.
control over how kinky this campaign gets.
All right.
The
Sure.
thing is, Laya is not kinky. It was just like a weird pile of bodies.
Each in their own bed. It's just, the beds are pushed together.
Was
Four
she
people in
sleeping?
beds.
Like,
A weird pile of bodies.
All right.
Are you telling me that none of them roll or toss and turn in their sleep? Like, they ended up on top of each other at least some amount.
Could Mina have attempted to identify the spell by description? Kogu knows how to do magic only because she taps into her own. She has no formal training, but Mina has formal training.
yeah, minimal. Like, I don't even have.
You could make a Arcana check at disadvantage.
I mean, I am good at Arcana though.
I give her a Sky Seer's blessing.
Did I throw all them back in here?
Here, I want you to try and see what I saw. Maybe the stars will give you a little bit of help.
I think I figured out which spell it is, and I just want to know. Carter, just want to know if it's
don't
right.
know what spell it is.
Oh, I'm 99.9% sure I know exactly what spell it is, but that's not bad at all. 21.
All right.
Oh, actually, I guess I couldn't give her a Sky Seer's Blessing. Does that affect your roll at all?
Oh, I rolled with disadvantage and got a 21.
Okay, cool. Light Rest can't do abilities.
That's fine.
The spell is Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I was right.
So it looks just like Tiny Hut, but better.
Yes, and
Fucking bitch.
the very first line of the options is sound can't pass through the barrier at the edge of the working area. So yeah, it absolutely works that way.
Fair enough.
I guess technically the area is a cube, but I feel like a dome looks better.
Yeah,
I imagined it as a dome before reading the spell thoroughly.
Fair enough.
So
I think it's fine. I would call that just aesthetic
flavor.
differences.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right.
So that means that she's either a wizard or an artificer. So she's definitely a wizard.
All right. Are we now ready to teleport?
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Are both teams going at the same time as soon as sun up?
That seems prudent.
All right.
I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess
could totally
I
being
guess being
teleported.
teleported is not strenuous activity.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's.
I don't
fine.
have to do shit. I do make sure that I get a jalapeno omelet before I leave, though. Extra jalapenos. They're not spicy. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
All right. So, Koku, you're casting the spell for you and Mina.
Correct.
Jack, you're casting it for you and Elferi.
Yes.
You cast the teleport spell, and you've been given the locations of where to find, so it's not any trouble. When the spell resolves, Jack.
Oh.
Hmm?
Before we finish resolving this, how much detail were we given on the railhead? Because could we teleport directly to the railhead instead? Is basically what I'm asking. Or to Agensura.
Let me read how the specifics of the teleport spell. Spell turns yes, within range or a single object that you can see within range or destination. Select if you. Destination must be the destination you choose must be known to you, and it must be on the same plane of existence. Your familiarity with the decision determines whether you arrive here successfully. So.
Okay, but we weren't given like a
be,
totem of the rail yard or anything.
No, this would be description, which has a
Yeah,
mishap
alright.
of 1 to.
Yeah, we're not
Okay.
going for that. We're not
Okay.
going for that. We're going for the permanent circle.
But it is an option if, especially after you've been there.
Yeah, once we've been there, we
You
can
take,
at
like,
least
a
get to
tent
see
pole.
casually,
Yeah.
and then we have at least pretty good odds of being near it.
Yeah.
But
You can just
Going
like,
on
take a tent pole or
description-
a rock or something and just be sure to be there every time.
yes, if we have an associated object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, since these are permanent circles, you'll always get on target. All right, so where was I? Oh yeah, so Jack and Ilferi, you kind of go from the kind of nice pleasant climate that you're in with like a sea breeze. Well, I guess there'd also be a sea breeze here, but when you arrive at the circle of your destination. You can definitely tell that there's been like an elevation change. It's a little bit colder. And the breeze is kind of chilling rather than comforting and refreshing.
Bracing.
And Koku, when you arrive, you can tell you're in a different location, but when you look about you, you do not see Mina.
No!
Mina, everybody
No!
else just disappeared.
Fuck!
Huh?
What the fuck?
Next time on Zeitgeist.
I start immediately scanning myself for gold rings that someone slipped on my fucking body.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Fucking bitch!
With advantage.
Fucking bitch! Where's my other... Bitch!
That's probably what we should have been doing with our extra time.
Checking for gold rings.
Natural
that were slipped
20.
onto us?
Yeah, it looks like somebody sewed like a gold thread just around the bottom cuff of your pants.
How did she get my pants?
The maid.
I played poker with her!
That's why they didn't get me. I don't wear pants.
Fucking bitch. Oh man, you thought I was gonna murder her. I'm gonna murder her so hard.
We will,
You can't leave me out of this.
we will resume this tirade. Because I don't know, we're a little bit early tonight, but I think
Yeah,
we're
but
at a
we
good
won't
stopping
be if
point.
I go right now.
Yeah. Can we, me and Jack find a place to chill out for like 2 hours? Well, I guess if Jack's okay with that.
Oh, you finish your rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to sort that out, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'll give you a better description of your surroundings
Okay,
next
cool.
time. But yeah, that's where
Where's
we're
my
gonna call it.
notebook? Note 1, punch maid. Note 2, punch Laya.
With a bullet, right?
With a bullet! Not the maid. The maid I will just punch.
Yeah.
All right.
God, I hate her so much. I hate her so much.
Okay, that was pretty fucking clever, though.
It was! It was! That's why I'm so mad! I'm not mad because she's bad at her job. I'm mad because she's good at her job.
Yeah.
Fucking.
All right, we're gonna call it there, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back
Good night, everybody.
next
Oh.
week. Yeah, we're on a roll.
I think so.
I don't think I have anything going on.
All right.
I might be dead, but other than that, I think I'm okay.
Well, can't you push that back?
I keep pushing it back, though. They're getting really impatient.
Also, it was session 80 tonight.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh yeah, wasn't I gonna say something about? Oh, we are now farther than I've run this before.
Yay!
We've never left the summer court, so
Uncharted waters.
uncharted waters. All right, good night, folks.
Like,